Hi everyone, and welcome back to the next diecast. For today's video, I'll be showing you and reviewing this 1/18 scale 1937 Buick Y-Job concept made by Autoworld. This is actually my grandfather's model that I'm borrowing for this review. My grandmother gave it to him, I think, as a birthday gift a little while back. I think it was maybe $70 or $80 when it was new, which is when she had got it for him. I think Autoworld is still selling this today, but I'm not too sure. But overall, I'd say the details and everything are very well done. The Buick Y-Job was actually the first concept vehicle that was ever made, so it is kind of a significant car in that sense. The real car does still exist today. General Motors has it, I think, in one of their museums somewhere. But this is actually only 1/18 scale version of the Y-Job that you can find. Various other models have been made of this car and other scales. Hallmark did a 1/43 scale version as a Christmas ornament, and older toy companies like Tootsie Toy, when this car actually came out, they made models of it then. So this is actually only 1/18 scale model you can get of this model, of this particular car, I should say. But overall, I think the details on it are very nice. We'll start up here at the front of the car. The headlights are actually behind these here. I think on the real car, these open up when the lights are turned on. They're like hideaway headlights, so on here you don't actually see them because the lenses are shut. But you do actually see everything else, like the center grille, which looks very well done. It looks like a metal piece, but it's actually just a chrome piece of a plastic. And this badge up here, also very well done. It looks like a three-dimensional badge almost too. And you get the hood ornament up here too. The bumper is actually very sturdy. Might be a bit too over-chromed a bit, but I think what they have there is a very nice, and it's very, sturdy. It's not loose or anything like that. Taking a look at the side, Autoworld did an excellent job with these chrome accent lines on the sides here. I'm not actually sure what they're called. It's definitely not pinstriping, but the real car has them. I think they're actually metal. If they're not, then it's really convincing. And it looks like and feels like it's actually made of a metal. They're all separate pieces, so that's excellent attention to a detail there, I would say for sure. And you have the antenna on the side here that's actually folded down. They do a nice job with these wheels and tires too. They actually do say Uniroyal on them. I think that's how you pronounce that name. I'm not really too sure. You actually do get a full steering on here too. Very tight, tough steering. No suspension, however, but I don't think that's a big deal. Some higher-end models don't have that feature on them anyway. Do a nice job with the doors and everything, too. All the chrome is just excellent on here. Nice job with a little door handle and button there, too. And there's this silver line that goes across the whole back of the car. I think it's actually on a separate piece. The one on the hood definitely is a separate chrome piece. They did a nice job with that. Back here, the bumper is well done. It actually sticks out from the car. This is all metal in here. They didn't just do like a big plastic piece and maybe paint it chrome. This is metal, and the bumper is a separate plastic piece, which is very nice to see. They use kind of like a reflective red paint for the taillights, but I kind of like that effect. It looks like they're turned on almost. They are separate pieces, but you'll hardly be able to tell because they're so well attached to the metal parts of the metal parts of this car. And you do get these little small tail lights in the center too. They might be like the reverse lights. I'm not too sure on that. And the single exhaust pipe down here. In terms of opening features, you do get an opening trunk, which opens up like so. And when you open up the trunk, you'll notice the full-size spare tire. That has the same markings and everything as the tires on the model. You don't get any carpeting back here or anything, but it is a full-size trunk. It does have a nice texture to it. This is an actual rubber tire and everything too. And they do fully paint the underside of this trunk lid too. Very, very nice. Let's take a look next at the engine. A little bit hard to open the hood here. The hood does not open up very high and does not stay up too well. There is some detailing in there. There's the light blue portion that you see there. It looks like there's like a radiator in there too, and like washer fluid and everything. There is a pipe here. There's some detailing, although I would say that this engine is very kind of in line with like a Maisto engine in that it's fairly well detailed, but maybe could use a little bit of a more detailing. And it is hard to see overall because the hood, if you let go of it, it just kind of, you know, closes by itself. But that's probably just a factory defect on this model. I don't want to force it up too high because I don't want to, you know, break the hinges or anything. But I think what's there, Autoworld did a decent job with. It's made up of multiple, you know, separate plastic parts and everything. So that's always nice to see on these models. But maybe could use a little bit more detailing, or at least include like a prop rod to keep the hood up, because I think this would look cool with the hood up if you put it like on a shelf. Take a look at the interior detailing next. The doors open nice and wide. Very nice detailing on the interior overall. The seat actually is almost like a true seat. Like if you push down on it, it's almost like you're sitting on like actual leather seats. Like it has the effect of being an actual seat, like kind of a cushion effect. It's very hard to describe. I've never actually seen this before. And the texture and everything on the seat is just excellent too. And it's nice and flush, like with the body back here and everything. And there's actually a chrome surround that goes along the whole perimeter, the whole bottom portion of the seats. Autoworld did an excellent job with that little detail there. Door panels are very nice, are very well detailed as well. You have that nice kind of gunmetal silver accent on the top there. Nice texture down here. I guess that's leather on like the real car. And you get the separate little buttons on here, or I guess they're like the window winders and maybe the door handle too. And these windows are very, very sturdy. Same thing with the windshield too. On the dashboard, you do have the separate rear view mirror on there, and the finely detailed radio buttons on there. There is kind of a center stack on here, I guess you can call it. It's actually a separate chrome piece, which looks very well done. There is some kind of inscription on there. I can't really read that though. And you get separate stickers for the gauges, which look very well done. Steering wheel looks great, nice and large. There's kind of a little bit of a rough patch up here. They didn't fully sand down the steering wheel, I guess. You can always do that yourself if you have the same problem. But they did an overall excellent job with the detailing on here. You'll notice on this side of the seat, there's actually a carpeted flooring. And it feels like actual carpeting, like that the real car would have. Just incredible. There's a better view of that carpeting there. And then on this side, you actually get like a textured leather kind of floor mat thing. It looks real. I think on the real car, there would be carpeting underneath this kind of floor mat, but on here, they actually included that floor mat that's on the real car. I thought it was cool how it's like carpet on this side and kind of like a rubbery floor mat on the driver's side here. There are actually separate pedals too. Very, very well done. All right, we'll take a look at the undercarriage next. They actually did a pretty good job with the undercarriage detailing on here. Instead of just like the typical, instead of just like, you know, chrome exhaust pipes going all the way down, they actually do include different colors, like for the engine portions up front and the exhaust piping as well. Overall, I'd say this is a very nicely done model from Autoworld. And I would say I'm definitely get it if you're into concept cars or 1930s vehicles. As always, feel free to comment down below with your thoughts on the model. Thanks for watching.